Reasons you're a beta male. Ow! I'm the most alpha guy I know. I'm the alpha male, top notch, King Kong, lion. Anyways, guys, we're back with another video. It's a reaction video. The video is 15 signs you're a beta male. So let's watch it, react to it, and you're gonna find out if you're a beta male or you're an alpha male like me. No muscles now. Anyway, sorry for the cringe. Let's start. Let's subscribe. By the way, guys, if you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. Show me your support and love. And let's get straight into the video. Ooh, that's loud. That's loud.
This is Sunday motivational video. Every Sunday, we bring you a different type of video, which should improve your life. Today, we're looking at 15 signs you're a beta male.
So this is supposed to improve our lives.
Alux.com.
Am I a beta or an alpha?
Millionaires come to get inspired.
All right, that's how I become a billionaire, right? I watch this video, I get inspired to become a billionaire, right? This year.
Hello, Aluxers. Now, this Sunday video will make a couple of you guys cry because you've been living in a bubble.
It make a couple of you guys cry.
The goal in life is
sad.
to not bullshit yourself, right? To see reality for what it actually is, and then proceed to make the necessary changes to get an advantage or an edge.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, what is a beta male? The beta male is an unremarkable, mediocre, careful man
Not
who
me.
avoids risk and confrontation.
Not me.
Beta males
Not
lack
me.
the physical presence,
I'm alpha.
charisma.
I'm alpha. I'll take a bite of a sandwich while recording. Do I give a shit? No, because I'm alpha. Nobody can say shit.
Confidence and success associated with winners in life.
I'm a
You're
winner.
probably thinking, well, that doesn't sound like me. I'm a winner. Always have been, always will be.
Of course.
It's time to put that to the test. We made this video specifically for those of you who are struggling with this. We're not talking
Sandwich
about
cold.
gym lads who can bench press twice their body weight, but instead we're focusing on a more holistic approach. Some might even mention that there are other categories like gamma males and omega males.
But
But
that
to
is
be
a-
honest, if you're not an alpha, does it even matter what you call yourself?
What's a gamma male?
We live in a world where everyone is becoming soft. Not in a physical way, although that is happening, but in a moral way and from a mindset perspective. People today are getting participation trophies, and whenever faced with something difficult in their life, they'd rather retreat than face it head on.
No,
Because
ma'am.
they lack the capability to deal with the situation directly.
No, ma'am.
It's
Shut the
enough
fuck
to go
up.
to any crowded spot, and you'll see them with their neck beards, in one hand holding a confusingly complicated cup of Starbucks coffee, and in the other a donut, while nonchalantly wearing a fedora. Maybe we're stretching a bit. But
What's a
you know
fedora?
the type. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. Well, it's
Guys, if you haven't eaten yet, have a meal with me while we watch and react to this video together.
time
Why
to
not?
find out
Right?
if you
Be
share
alpha.
the same traits as
Do that.
guy. And we'll share some of the things you can do to improve your
Can
current
you get to the
situation.
point?
Here are 15 signs you're a beta male and what to do about it. Number 1. You don't feel like your life is getting better and better. The first sign you're a beta male is that you're unhappy with your life. You don't wake up satisfied with what you've achieved and with your reality. You are probably living a boring life. where
That's
you
not
have
me.
a repetitive job.
I'm enjoying life. That's not me. I'm an alpha male. I told you
Barely
guys.
allows you to pay rent and survive. You look forward to the weekend because that's the only time you escape
Nope.
the hamster running on a wheel lifestyle. And even then, you're unlikely to do anything worth mentioning. A beta male feels trapped in this existence, and for him, life isn't getting better by the day.
Yeah,
He's
that-
not closing in on the goals he had when he was younger because he has already given up on those goals. Here's what to
I
do
preach
about
this,
it.
guys. I preach this. Never give up on your goals and dreams. You can do it. Anyone can do it if you have enough willpower. I think it's called willpower, right? If you have enough willpower, if you're honest to yourself, if you push yourself non-stop, daily, on a daily basis, you grind non-stop, you can achieve your dreams. Nothing is impossible.
If your life is not getting better and better, you might want to set one new objective for this year, which involves you getting out of your comfort zone, something you're even scared of doing, and then dedicate your time and work to make it happen. If you do, you'll prove to yourself
Well,
that
this
you're
ad.
more than your current reality and start building momentum. With enough time, you can improve your situation. Number 2. You never faced your bullies.
I don't have bullies. I'm the bully.
Character
Like,
traits
I'm not.
form
No.
in childhood and stick around in your adult life. Most people get bullied in life, but guess what? you'll have to deal with them throughout your entire life in different forms.
Punch them in the
Bullying is
face.
bad, but it's part of
Don't.
your
I'm joking.
existence.
I'm joking.
Now look at your past and recall those moments. What did you do? How did you feel? Were you scared, or did you stand up for yourself?
I did. I was gonna die.
Bullies target the weak because they're easy targets. So if you've been bullied, you probably were easy game. It's time to face that reality. Now, did you change, or does the same thing still happen today, only with a different cover on it? Once you realize bullies take it out on others because they don't know how else to deal with their own crumbling reality, they no longer have power over you. It's enough for you to face them once. Stand up for yourself. Prove you're not going to allow them to come after you, and they won't bother you again. Or if they still
Prove them wrong. There could be bullies in other forms, not just by physical, really mental bullies, online bullies. How you deal with these kind of bullies is you either ignore them or you prove them wrong. Show them they're wrong. You could do what you want. You can achieve what you want.
still do, they better get ready because it ain't going to be as easy as they expect it to be. Number 3. You rely on others like your family to make decisions for you. A common
Come on. What? That makes no sense. You don't rely. You take their opinion. Two different things, right? Come on. At the end of the day, I'm in an Arab household. So what do you expect? I make my own decisions. I'm joking. Like, I do make my own decisions, but I do take, because they have more experience in life, I do take their advice. I want to see what their point of view or perspective is.
trait between beta males is the lack of decision power. They fail to be in control of their lives. They're scared of making their own decisions and usually let others make them for them. Your parents pick your university. Your parents approve who you're dating. Your mom or your girlfriend picks what you wear.
No,
You
ma'am.
end up becoming their idea of who you should be without being true to who you really are.
No, ma'am.
Give it enough time and these two slightly different personas start to clash within you, and you end up miserable because the life you're now living is not the life you want to live.
Just bullying people
The
online.
beautiful thing about making your own decisions is that even if the end result is less than what you're hoping for, you got it on your own. You have
Yes.
a clear image of what you're actually capable of and can now build on top of that. Number 4, you're physically weak. Physical strength is often
I'm a
an
monster.
factor in self-confidence.
I'm
it happens
huge.
to also be an indication of someone's health. Even as animals, ever since the earliest of days, the opposite
I'm not
sex has
physically
been
weak.
attracted to healthy specimens in order to procreate. This trait creates
Healthy.
a feedback loop because being fit and healthy brings in more attention, and the more
Wait.
attention you get,
Did you see the bench press thing earlier on in the videos? It's like people, not you guys that bench press, but now she's talking about you technically bench pressing.
the more confident you become. At the other end of the spectrum lies the beta males, who seem vulnerable and in a precarious state from a health perspective. People don't want to be around other people who seem like they're unable to take care of themselves because they're seen as a burden. One of the most direct steps toward escaping the beta male status is by getting healthy. Cut the sugar, hit the gym once in a while.
Yes.
Go running, shower often, and you'll see how the world is treating you differently. Number 5, you're in the friend zone.
What?
It doesn't get simpler than this. If you're in the friend zone, you're probably a beta male. The truth is, most of you end up in the friend zone because all you do is act like a friend, not a possible partner or lover. You've positioned yourself incorrectly, and now you're stuck there. But Alux, I'm in the friend zone because I'm too nice. I'm not a douchebag. No, you're probably not as nice as you think you are. Just because you think of yourself as a nice guy doesn't mean the world should see you the same
I'm the
way.
nicest guy
For
ever.
all we know, in her eyes, you might look like a total loser, and you'll maintain that image if you continue your current behavior, because it's clearly not working for her.
Basically, she's telling you if you want to get laid, you gotta be a douchebag. I
Here's
agree with
a
her
quick
though.
game plan to never end up in the friend zone.
100%
Make your
agree.
intentions clear from the beginning. That's actually it. Ask them out on a proper date for you to know each other better. But don't put yourself in the position of being her shoulder to cry on as she moves from boyfriend to boyfriend, hoping at some point you're going to be next in line. That's how most guys friend zone themselves. Also, being nice to someone doesn't mean they should want to have sex with you. So if that's the reason you're acting nice, then you are an asshole. As a beta
got a
male,
point.
you'll be faced with
She's
a
got a
situation
point.
a lot because you're not really sure about who you are and what kind of relationships to have with different people. The only way to break through this is to just go for it. Rejection early on will help you understand the rules of the
Basically, I swear she's just shitting on losers. Not losers, but people that have no confidence.
game. Next time you try,
She can present it in a better way. I don't like the narrator.
Prepare.
Fuck off.
Number 6. You can't say no and stand your ground. Beta males have a hard time saying no to other people, despite them not wanting to engage or do what's being asked, and goes against the beta's interests. Some hide under the mask that, again, they're just being nice or being a people pleaser, but there's a difference between acting for the general good of the group and doing something for someone else at your own expense. These can happen at school, at work, in your family, and in any type of relationship you might have. If you don't stand up for yourself and act in your best interests, don't be shocked if you end up in a place where you're not
That's
valued,
another-
you're not happy,
that's
and
another
which you
point.
despise. You
That's another point. Never be a yes man. If you feel like you're uncomfortable within a situation, just say no. You're not forced to say yes to everything.
No to others and
I agree.
yes to yourself. This won't make you self-centered, but you can't help others if you don't help yourself.
Good
first.
points. Good points.
Number 7. Even in your circle of friends, some people make fun of you. It's all fun and games
Oh
until
my
you
God, I feel
realize
bad.
that even in your circle of
feel
friends,
bad.
you're one of the weakest links and your friends treat you as such. This can happen for a multitude of reasons. But
Bullying.
even in your small circle of people who are just like you, there are small hierarchies. Make sure to stand your ground and earn the respect of the group. Do not simply demand it because
Be
nobody
alpha.
has to give you anything.
Alpha as
Don't be the
fuck.
friend that's left walking alone behind the group. Add real value to the squad and be treated as an equal. Number 8. Your existence largely centers around pastimes, like browsing the internet, anime, video games, or TV
Nope.
shows.
Nope.
There is so much distraction around us that it's easy to get trapped into binge watching everything on Netflix.
Nope.
The
Be
beta
productive.
male is characterized by consuming a lot of junk, which does nothing to increase his livelihood. Despite what you're thinking, all the memes on Huge LOL or 9gag won't make you smarter or a more interesting person.
But it's fun. It's fun for
Playing
passing
video
time.
games for
Not
12 hours
always.
straight will not make you a better strategist at life. Watching sports while eating Cheetos on your couch does nothing positive for your health.
Like, she does not have a full-on valid point. Sometimes you need this. Sometimes you need to relax and just pass time. Sometimes you need to work. You need to be productive. I somewhat agree to this point. It's not fully
limit it to
agreed.
small enough doses and instead
Oh,
put that
she said
time
that.
towards something productive.
She said that's small enough
You're
doses.
doing this to yourself. Locking yourself up in a mind state where you actively choose to escape reality because you're not pleased with the real thing. The world looks down on these individuals because you're filled with potential, but for some reason decided to throw it all away because you're lazy. Number 9.
Like, I'm a lazy
You make-
person, but that does not laze me off from going to work. Does not laze me off from uploading YouTube videos. Making YouTube or being a content creator is my dream. So I push forward for that. I try to do it as much as I can. Sometimes I have my off times, I have my breaks. But every person
Excuses.
needs that, right?
If
Like
you
a
say
mental
you're
reset.
going to do something, then you better get to it. Nobody wants to be around someone who's always looking for excuses, who's lazy and doesn't do their part. Our word is
Another
our
point is negativity. She needs to include that. I don't know if she will. Let's see. I don't know if I called it. Do not be a negative person.
bond. And every time you back out of something you said you'll do, you're devaluing it. At one point, you need to face the truth. You're always finding excuses when the real reason why you're not taking action is because you're scared of failure or you're just lazy. Sooner or later, life is going to hit you like a brick house because this kind of behavior not only is not rewarded in the real world, but it's going to make it even more difficult for you to deal with the real world.
Agreed, ma'am.
Number 10. You have no sense of style.
What?
You can spot an alpha male from a distance. He's well groomed, well dressed, fit, with the right posture and attitude
Thank
in
you,
the
thank
sea
you,
of
thank
beta
you.
males that surround him.
Thank you, ma'am.
As a beta, you're just barely passing by. You're an extra in this movie. This isn't
I know,
about
I have
having
a sense of
expensive
style.
clothes.
Come on.
It's about respecting yourself enough to take care
Gotta,
of the way people
gotta respect the
perceive you.
drip, lady.
Regular showers and baths can go a long way for most individuals. Knowing how to buy the right type of clothes for each season, for your body type or occasion, requires just a couple of minutes of research, which most people never choose to bother with. Fashion is so cheap these days with fast fashion brands like Zara or H&M, leaving you with no
Zara's
excuse
cheap?
not to have appropriate clothing. If this
Since
is
when?
something you're currently struggling with, there's a video on our channel called 15 Things Every Man Should Do According to Tom Ford, which will help you navigate these waters. You can check
Stop
it out.
promoting your other videos.
Number
I
11.
don't care.
You don't look people in the eye, and you're nervous when you talk to them.
Alpha.
Even now, your palms get sweaty thinking about it.
Nothing applies to me so far. I'm an amazing person. I'm the top alpha male, the lion, the king of the jungle. I'm
Looking
joking.
people in the eye,
Narcissistic.
not
I'm getting too
in a creepy
narcissistic.
way, but during a conversation, lets the other know that you value what they're saying and they have your attention. You take this conversation seriously
Look you in the eye.
and you're honest about your intentions.
see
It's
you.
a sign of confidence in your own capabilities. You can tell that a person is hiding something or is disingenuous from the way he behaves in social interactions. If looking people in the eye when talking to them is something you find difficult, then you're likely a beta male. Number 12. You don't get laid much, and even when you do, it's not that great.
Ayo. Listen, sweetie, honey, babe. It's haram. You don't get laid not because you don't want to, because it's haram. In our religion, you can't get laid until marriage. So yeah, fuck off. Fuck off, ho.
Being a sexually active person
Basically,
is a sign of good she's giving a reason for her being a slut. health.
I'm
If
joking.
you've
I'm joking,
checked off
narrator.
most
Don't
of the
hate me.
boxes so far, it isn't a surprise that you don't engage with the opposite sex. I mean, when would you?
I would
You're
engage,
spending
but not
most
like
of your free time
physically.
playing Fortnite or binge watching
Not
anime
physically.
series. The woman of your dreams will not show up at your doorstep just presenting herself. You need to get out more, interact with more people, try things, experiment. That way, you'll get to learn new things about yourself, and being around other people will get easier in time.
Shut up.
So go get laid.
Nah.
It's great for both your
Haram.
mental health and your mindset. But
Haram.
remember, nobody owes you anything. Number 13. Actually has a big ego, but you can't control it. You must think that having a big ego is usually associated with alpha males, but that isn't true. We all have egos. It's just that some control it better than others. Beta males have a big ego.
Agreed.
It usually
Nah, I don't
backfires
know.
on
I
them
don't know.
because they're insecure or too sensitive about everyone's opinion about them. You can always spot a beta male with an ego problem because he'll always try to overcompensate by pushing forward his qualifications or awards. They usually think they're better than everyone else, feel insulted if you question
I actually used to struggle with this. I actually used to struggle with this. Fixed it or working on fixing it.
their
I don't give
abilities.
two shits anymore.
But when things really come down to it, he can't put his money where his mouth is. A true alpha doesn't need to do that because he's confident in his own abilities. Number 14. You're a follower, not a leader.
No, ma'am.
Beta males are not
A
the
leader
ones who take
for life.
initiative. They usually wait for someone else to initiate and then jump on the bandwagon. They rarely have original ideas and tend to live in the shadow of an alpha. He is unable to coordinate people or get them to follow his plan of action because people disregard his ability to achieve results. This often happens in companies where usually people rally behind those who manage to get the best results. And really, the world needs followers.
Yeah, but you're
Otherwise, we'd all be
presenting.
fighting for the
but
title.
you're
But if you
presenting.
identify as a follower and not a leader, this usually correlates
She didn't mention anything about negativity. Come on, please be the last point.
to being a beta.
I know it is. Come
Number
on, trust
15.
me.
You feel offended by
Oh man, that's
if anything we said in this
cringe.
video offends you
I,
and made you dislike this video or stop watching it until the end,
How many is
well,
it? 15 seconds,
you're a
right?
beta
Well,
male.
I'm about to.
You're offended by someone you've never met
Not
over the
offended.
internet
Not
because
offended.
deep down
It's just cringe.
you know we
The
struck
reason.
a chord somewhere too close to the truth and you're aware of that.
That's cringe.
With that said, we didn't make this video to offend anybody. Instead, consider it more like a cold shower which would make everyone reflect on
That's it. She said,
lifestyle
"Ooh,
is
there's
not
an
good
extra point."
you identified with. Let
With how many points? Wait, what? Okay, let's see. Let's see. She has a question for us, right?
out it. Hopefully you Aluxers are either an alpha or in the
Let's
first
find out if I'm an
category of
alpha male.
betas. We're curious to know, how many of these points mentioned on the list have you identified with? Let us know in the comments. This will be a sign that you're open
thought
to
she was
dealing
gonna
with
tell
them
us.
and improving your reality instead of brushing it off and ignoring the problem.
I have no
Next
problem, right,
Sunday, we'll
lady?
do the opposite of the coin and
I've-
look at what the traits are for the alpha.
I have no problem.
As a reward for watching this video all the way to the end, of course, you get an extra sign.
Right, let's go.
Number 16. You would rather change the rules than play to win. People are trying to change the rules to make their negative reality acceptable instead.
I feel like she's missing a lot of stuff, and some points are invalid. But okay. I respect your opinion. Thankfully, I'm alpha as hell. I'm alpha as fuck. Alpha AF. What do you guys? What are you guys? What did you get? Do you think you're better? That's it. Do you think you're alpha? Leave in the comments. If you have a problem, maybe you can talk to me. I can help you out. I can talk to you. You can open up to me. And if you enjoyed this reaction video, subscribe, leave a like, and a comment down below. The show's for the most abused. Peace out. And yeah, adios. Don't forget to subscribe. Click it. I know you want to. I do.